Welcome back, dear listeners. You are tuning into the School of Buddha, and this is episode 11 of our series, The Path of Meditation, Lessons from the Buddha. In our last episode, we practiced Anapanasati, the Buddha's profound method of mindfulness of breathing, which helps develop deep concentration and mental clarity. Today, we move into a powerful and transformative practice known as Vipassana, or insight meditation. Vipassana is not just about calming the mind, it is about seeing reality as it is observing the true nature of existence with clarity and wisdom. Vipassana is considered the direct path to liberation in Buddhist meditation. While concentration or samadhi stabilizes the mind, insight allows us to deeply understand the impermanence of all things, the nature of suffering, and the absence of a permanent self. The Buddha taught that true wisdom arises not from theory, but from direct experience. Through Vipassana, we train the mind to observe thoughts, emotions, and sensations without attachment or aversion, revealing the impermanent and conditioned nature of all phenomena. In today's episode, we will explore what Vipassana is, how it differs from Samatha or calmness meditation, and how this practice leads to deep self-awareness and ultimate freedom. By the end of this session, you will understand the principles of insight meditation, its step-by-step practice, and its transformative effects on the mind and perception. Let's begin by understanding the essence of Vipassana. Vipassana, which means clear seeing or insight, is the practice of observing reality without distortion. Unlike other meditation techniques that focus on relaxation or concentration alone, Vipassana goes deeper. It trains us to see the true nature of our experience. In Buddhist teachings, this means understanding the three fundamental characteristics of existence: impermanence, suffering, and non-self. Impermanence reminds us that all things, our thoughts, emotions, and even our physical body, are constantly changing. Nothing is fixed or permanent. By observing this truth directly, we begin to loosen our attachments and expectations, leading to greater peace and acceptance. Suffering, or dukkha, is the result of clinging to what is fleeting. When we resist change or grasp at pleasure, suffering arises. Vipassana helps us recognize these patterns, allowing us to respond with wisdom rather than habitual reactivity. Finally, the insight of non-self, or anatta, reveals that there is no fixed, unchanging identity within us. What we call self is a collection of ever-changing thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. The practice of Vipassana is radically transformative because it breaks the illusion of permanence and selfhood. Through direct observation, we see how everything arises and passes away. This insight dissolves attachment and aversion, freeing the mind from suffering. Instead of being lost in thoughts or emotions, we develop a spacious awareness that allows us to witness all experiences with equanimity. Now, let's explore how Vipassana is practiced. Vipassana is traditionally practiced by cultivating systematic awareness of sensations, thoughts, and emotions. Unlike concentration-based meditation, which focuses on a single object like the breath, Vipassana invites us to observe all mental and physical phenomena as they arise and pass away. Here is how you can begin practicing. First, find a quiet space and sit in a comfortable but alert posture. Close your eyes gently, bringing awareness to the present moment. Begin by observing the breath naturally, just as we did in Anapanasati. Notice the inhale and exhale, allowing the mind to settle into stillness. Next, expand your awareness to bodily sensations. Scan your body from head to toe, noticing any warmth, pressure, tingling, or subtle vibrations. Do not react. Simply observe. If a sensation is strong, acknowledge it without labeling it as good or bad. The key is to develop non-reactive awareness, just noticing without resistance or craving. As you continue, observe thoughts and emotions as they arise. Instead of engaging with them, watch them as a silent witness. Thoughts will come and go. Some may be pleasant, some disturbing, some neutral. The practice of Vipassana teaches us that thoughts are not permanent, nor are they self. By witnessing them without attachment, we develop inner freedom. As meditation deepens, awareness becomes more refined. You begin to perceive the impermanence of each sensation, thought, and feeling in real time. You witness their arising and passing away, reinforcing the understanding that nothing is fixed or lasting. This insight is the heart of Vipassana. It reveals the transient nature of all things, freeing us from clinging and suffering. With continued practice, you cultivate equanimity, the ability to remain balanced regardless of what arises in the mind and body. This leads to profound inner peace, resilience, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with clarity and wisdom. Vipassana is not just a meditation technique. It is a path to deep wisdom and liberation. By directly observing reality, we break free from illusions and habitual conditioning. This practice helps reduce stress, anxiety, and emotional reactivity, making space for clarity, compassion, and inner stability. However, its true power lies in its ability to fundamentally transform our perception of life itself. When we practice Vipassana, we begin to see how much of our suffering is rooted in attachment, resistance, and identification with transient experiences. We often react to situations based on conditioned patterns, craving what is pleasurable and resisting what is unpleasant. But through sustained observation, we recognize that everything we experience, thoughts, emotions, bodily sensations, is constantly changing. No thought, feeling, or pain lasts forever. When we internalize this truth, we begin to loosen our grip on expectations and develop a profound sense of acceptance and inner peace. Vipassana also cultivates a heightened level of self-awareness. Many of us go through life unaware of how our thoughts shape our emotions, decisions, and behaviors. Through this practice, we learn to step back and watch the workings of the mind with detachment. We begin to understand how our emotions arise, how they fade, and how we can respond rather than react. This newfound awareness enables us to navigate difficult situations with greater wisdom and emotional balance, breaking free from unconscious habits and reactions. The effects of Vipassana extend beyond formal meditation sessions into daily life. As we develop the ability to remain equanimous in meditation, we carry that same stillness and presence into our interactions, work, and relationships. Situations that once caused frustration or anxiety now appear different. Less threatening, less overwhelming, more fluid. We become more patient, resilient, and compassionate not only towards ourselves but also toward others. When we witness our own suffering with awareness, we naturally develop greater empathy and understanding for the struggles of others. Scientific studies have shown that Vipassana meditation rewires the brain-strengthening areas associated with self-awareness and emotional regulation. Long-term practitioners experience less identification with thoughts and emotions, leading to greater psychological resilience and well-being. Neuroimaging research reveals that consistent practice of Vipassana reduces activity in the brain's default mode network, the system responsible for mind-wandering and self-referential thinking, which is often associated with stress, overthinking, and unhappiness. Beyond psychological benefits, Vipassana fosters a deep existential shift. It challenges our conventional notions of self and reality, helping us see beyond the illusion of separateness. We begin to grasp that we are not our thoughts, not our emotions, not even our physical form. Everything is in flux, interconnected, and impermanent. This understanding dissolves fear, softens attachments, and allows us to embrace each moment with greater openness and serenity. Through Vipassana, we learn to let go of rigid identities, expectations, and attachments, embracing life with openness and awareness. This shift in perception brings freedom from suffering, not by escaping life's difficulties, but by seeing them clearly and responding with wisdom. When we truly see reality as it is, we gain the power to move through life with grace, acceptance, and deep inner peace. Vipassana is one of the most profound meditation techniques, offering a direct path to wisdom, self-discovery, and liberation. By practicing non-reactive observation, we cultivate a mind that is clear, equanimous, and free from suffering. As you reflect on today's episode, consider the following. How do you normally react to thoughts and emotions? Can you observe experiences without attachment or aversion? What insights arise when you simply watch sensations rather than identifying with them? If you found today's session meaningful, I invite you to subscribe, like, and share the School of Buddha. You can support the channel by helping it grow or contribute something by using the thanks button below. Your support is very much needed to keep running special podcasts like this, which requires time, research, and insights. Based on your experience of this podcast, let us know the following in the comments below. Have you practiced Vipassana before? What insights have you gained? How does observing sensations without attachment shift your perspective? In our next episode, we will put Vipassana into practice with a 20-minute guided insight meditation, allowing you to experience these teachings firsthand. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, stay mindful, stay present, and keep meditating.